Building a marketing agency is hard, but in this video, I'm going to show you how you can get really good at the hardest thing. And if you don't know who I am, my name is James Bonnies. I've helped over 8,000 people build their own marketing agencies, and I used to be a teacher in a high school teaching whatever the school needed at the time, whether I knew the topic or not. And back then, I was very introverted, still am, and just thinking about me having to sell somebody something, even if it was a pair of shoes, made me cringe. And I've gotten through that. Most people don't. And this is why they struggle a lot of times when it comes to starting a new business, or they struggle when it comes to even, starting their marketing agency, is that they spend all of their time in the learning phase because they are too scared to step outside their comfort zone. I get it. I've been there. Sometimes I'm still there. And so, like I said in this video, I'm going to show you how you can get really good at selling to local businesses without having to talk to them on the phone in order to practice, right? It's like in football, because I played football, you can't go and practice against the team you're about to play before you play them. When you scrimmage somebody, you scrimmage a team you're not going to play in the regular season. In practice, you might do 11-on-11 practices, but it's against your own teammates. But in sales, how do you practice? Maybe you call up a buddy and say, hey, can you make sure you just answer yes to all the questions I'm going to ask you, or no? Like, it's very hard. So the selling tool that I'm going to go through, I'm going to share it on my screen. I'm going to walk you through the AI voice that I put into this selling tool so somebody like you can actually practice. Somebody like you who is too scared to talk to a business owner in order for you to get the reps in, because you want to avoid the no's, even though you can't avoid them. But I'll tell you what you can do. You can now practice selling with AI, and the rebuttals are built in basically to the prompt. It is getting better and better. And so when you do have to talk to a business owner, you're going to be prepared, because what is preparation? What does that do for you? It gives you the confidence. See, competence equates to confidence. And the only way to get competent is to go through the reps. But if you are like me, I'd rather practice way before I talk to somebody that might say no to me, so then I can come across confident. So let's jump on my screen and let me show you how this works. Okay, so you can see on my screen, this is not really telling you much. You can go to my past video or wait till the end and I'll pop the video up to go watch exactly what this is. Essentially, I've been teaching this style of selling since 2017. I've been using it since 2014, where I was so scared to talk to business owners and try to pitch them anything, whether it be a service, a product, a website, doesn't matter, that I create, my business partner and I basically created an interview process where we say to the business owner, the ultimate goal is to get them on a call, not to sell them, is to uncover their problems. So then you know what to sell them at the end of the call. But you're actually not doing the selling, because they are self-admitting the issues that they have, and you're essentially just offering them what they've just admitted, the problems that they have. You're offering them the solution. Okay, so let me jump in here and show you how you could do this. So I'm going to hit start my interview. Now, I'm not going to walk through this entire CQI, what we call it, client qualification interview. I want to show you how you can practice with the questions. Now, let's say I'm going to talk to a business owner that I know I want to try to pitch online reputation management. Maybe I did a little bit of research about them, and here's their business name, 4 employees. And let's say the ultimate goal of the outcome is I want to hopefully pitch them online reputation management. Okay, so I'm going to go to continue questions. Now, if you see up here, obviously I wouldn't hit start voice practice with AI if I'm doing what? Talking to a real business owner, right? This is essentially the questions that you'll be asking the business owner. You could do it like this. They're on Zoom. They won't even know your screen is here. And you could do it in person. You have a laptop. You can do it any way you'd like, okay? Or you just tell them, hey, I'm going to jot down some of the answers from the questions I'm going to ask you. You cool with that? Right now, I want to practice without having to talk to somebody real. All right, so I'm going to click here. I'm going to walk you through, let's just do 11 questions. Hey, James, so I had a few questions about your business that can help me paint a better picture about what you have going on. Is that okay?
Absolutely. Go ahead and ask away. I'm happy to give you the insights you need about.
Would you say that you have the capacity to handle more business and are looking to bring more new customers into your business and grow sales, or are you interested in just maintaining your current customer base while still increasing sales?
We're definitely looking to grow and bring in more customers. We've got the capacity to handle more business and want to see our sales increase. It's about scaling up and making sure we can manage that growth effectively.
And what would you say the average spend that your typical customer spends with you on their first purchase? Is it 0 to 250, 250 to 500, 500 to 1,000, or over 1,000?
Typically, our average customer spends between $250 to $500 on their first purchase with us.
Awesome. And what type of advertising are you currently doing? Do you run Facebook ads, Google ads, offline print campaigns, any other types of like billboards, or are you not running any advertising?
We've tried a bit of everything: Facebook ads, Google ads, and even some offline print campaigns. The ads have brought in some business. Where we've struggled is in getting good reviews and building a solid reputation online.
All right. And so out of all the ads that you've run, what would you say that you spend the most in?
We've spent the most on Google ads. They seem to bring in more immediate results compared to other platforms. But again, the challenge has been turning those leads into repeat customers with positive reviews.
And where do you currently get most of your customers? You get, like, is it word of mouth, referrals, maybe through your website?
A good portion of our customers come through word of mouth and referrals. We've built a decent local reputation, and that's been our strongest source of new business. We'd love to translate that into a stronger online presence and get more traction through our website.
And what stops you from putting more into advertising? Do you not have the time, budget, too busy, or don't know how?
It's a mix of budget concerns and a bit of being too busy. With a small team, our focus is often on handling the day-to-day operations. Plus, without seeing a clear return from past advertising investments, it's tough to justify putting more money into it without a solid plan in place. We're definitely interested in cost-effective strategies that can help us manage our online reputation and grow without breaking the bank.
Okay, great. Thanks for all that information. Do you have a list, like an email list of current customers or prospects? Maybe a newsletter list or some kind of list that you could make offers to?
Yes, we do have an email list of current customers and some prospects.
And how many people are on that list?
We have about 200 people on our list, a mix of current customers and potential leads. It's not a huge number, but it's a start for reaching out with offers and updates.
All right. And I did notice that you have a website. Are you very satisfied with your site? Maybe not satisfied with your site? Do you think your website could be better, or you actually don't even have it? Well, I realize I'm reading off here.
No problem at all. I'm actually quite satisfied with our website. It's functional and looks professional. The challenge is more about driving traffic to the site and converting those visitors into leads.
Great. So as you know, and probably heard, AI is being implemented across the globe. Have you implemented any of this technology in business currently?
We haven't implemented AI in our business yet. It's certainly something I'm interested in learning more about, especially if it can help with marketing, customer service, or streamlining operations.
Got it. And I think earlier you did mention something about reviews. Do you actively collect reviews from your customers after using your services?
We try to, but it's not as consistent as I'd like. We ask satisfied customers to leave reviews, but we don't have a structured system in place to follow up or make it easy for them. It's an area we know we need to improve to boost our reputation and attract more business.
So if I fast forward 90 days from now, I know you and I are just kind of chatting about your business. I'm just, so I can get a kind of a holistic look or a macro view of how you're running your business. And so what would be an ideal scenario? Let's just assume that maybe we end up working together or not, but what would be an ideal scenario the next 90 days? Do you want to just stay the same? Or are you looking for any type of growth? And what exactly would that growth look like in the next 90 days?
In an ideal scenario over the next 90 days, I'd like to see clear growth. That would mean increasing our customer base, ideally through a more effective online presence and better online reputation. I'd want to see more positive reviews coming in and more leads converting into loyal customers. Essentially, I'd like to feel more confident in our growth strategy and see tangible results in our sales and online presence.
Great. And so let's play another little game in this question. So I said 90 days. What about in the next 12 months? Like, are you happy just staying where you're at? And then in a year, if we ever talked again, you're in the same place. Would that make you happy? Or are you looking to really grow a lot in the next 12 months? Give me your ideal, your best case scenario of what that would look like in 1 year if you and I spoke again.
In the next 12 months, I'd love to see significant growth. Ideally, our online presence would be much stronger with a steady stream of positive reviews and an expanded customer base. I'd want ABC Plumbing to be a go-to name in our area, not just through word of mouth, but also online. Growth would include increasing our team size, expanding our service offerings, and possibly even exploring new markets. So staying the same wouldn't be satisfying. I'm looking to really grow and make ABC Plumbing a standout success story in our industry.
Okay, so you gave me a 90-day and a 12-month plan of what your hopes and dreams are. And so what was your plan to achieve those short-term and long-term results? Like, did you not have a plan for this? Because I know, a lot of times I hear business owners, they want to do X, Y, and Z, but they never really have a plan for it. So maybe you don't have a plan, or you don't know exactly how to implement it. You don't have time to implement a plan, or maybe you don't have the budget. Like, out of those three that I mentioned to you, what do you think the top? What's the winner of that? Don't have a plan, or don't know how to implement, don't have time to implement, or you don't have a budget to implement?
I'd say it's a combination, but if I had to pick the biggest factor, it's probably not having a solid plan. I have a vision for where I want the business to go, but turning that vision into actionable steps has been challenging. Without a clear plan, it's tough to find the time or justify the budget for implementation. I'd be interested in getting some guidance on creating a concrete growth plan that's realistic for our budget and resources.
All right. So what this allows you to do, what's most important with this is learning to zip your mouth. So I actually made the AI a little wordy because, believe it or not, if a business owner is going to meet with you for whatever, maybe you're prospecting, you're at a BNI group, you're on Upwork, whatever it might be, freelancer. I mean, there's a million ways to be able to get somebody to jump on to do this. Is that you will find that a lot of them are wordy, and there is nothing worse than sitting here and asking questions in them giving you an answer and then another minute of them talking. This is what they will do. And it is, as I hate to say salesperson, but as somebody who owns a business and needs to sell something to them, you need to learn to be quiet. The person who asks the questions and speaks the least wins the conversation, and that is basically sales 101. And it is not easy. It is very hard to do. And so this will teach you that discipline, being able to use AI. I know it's not a real business owner, but I'm telling you right now, using a tool like this, being able to go through it, and I think I have 6 different AI personalities. I can't change the name for now. I mean the name, the voice. OpenAI only has like 2 voices or 3. And so I'm just left it as a woman's voice. It's fine. And there's 6 different personalities in there that randomly chooses depending on, when you start this practice AI per session. And it will teach you and discipline you. You will learn the questions, and then you'll start to realize that the questions are leading into finding the problems. And so I'm not going to go through all of this now. I'm going to end this video here. You could watch how it works on the video I did last week. And then in future videos, I will walk you through more of this voice practice with AI through the entire process from A to Z. But I want to split this one up. So there's a couple processes in here. And the best way to understand this is we ask initial questions, then AI is going to take those answers that you chose. I think there's like 100, I don't remember how many answers, 40 different answers maybe. And then it will match the best service based on the answers that they chose. Okay, so right now, everything is on the table. I mean, online rep, message marketing, which is database reactivation. Search engine optimization, maybe because she did answer something about growing the business. Pay-per-click ads, Facebook ads, AI, they're not implementing it, so there's a little bit of confidence that they would want to go with some AI. And then the website build, this is something new I just added. If you want to pitch them a rebuild, that is coming soon too, and a lot more. But let me just choose the online rep. And so there's a few other questions that you're going to be asking. You can continue to practice with AI. I'm just going to choose some random stuff here. Not getting any leads. And then here is where we'll recap. So it'll pull all of the answers, well, the important ones, so we could recap it. Then I'm going to ask them for permission. Are we on point? Yes, we are. We could do a brand audit. We can go in. Now we can go into the script. So remember what I said, like if you don't know what to say, how to say it, how to answer any questions that they might have, this tool will give you everything. The script per service. You can mark them as a trial. You could come back to them, when they're done with the trial and put the trial results in here. You can put your own packages, your own pricing. So then when we go into the final pitch for retainer close, we call it, if you get them on a monthly, that'll all be built into it in your script on the next page. And so I've left no stone unturned, but I am making this, I'm adding more personalities to the AI practice. I'm adding if you notice, the AI is just answering questions. I'm building into these AI practice prompts objections. Basically objections to, a pitch that you might do, a trial that you might do, so you can overcome. I mean, there's literally not many that people have, maybe 5, 10, like, I don't have the money, or I don't have the budget, I don't have the time, things like that. And so you could practice all of that stuff, and then you could be ready to go on real live interviews. And so I will see you on the next video. I hope this was helpful. And if you want to know how you can get in here and start using this, the link is down in the description, and the link is also pinned in my first comment of this video. Hope this was helpful. Let me know what you guys think, what I should change, what I should add. Give me your ideas below. Or if you really thought this was cool, give me a comment. It helps the YouTube algorithm push this out.